Hi, everyone, welcome back to the channel. If your dog has become very aggressive lately, it may be due to a variety of different reasons. In this video, we'll take a look at some of the most common and unexpected causes for such behavior. We'll look at things like redirection, predatory behaviors, and the nervous system. If your dog suddenly starts to act aggressively, the first thing to do is to have it evaluated by a veterinarian. The veterinarian will be able to rule out the cause of the behavior and provide an appropriate treatment for your pet. Aggression can be caused by a variety of medical conditions. These medical issues include pain, inflammation of the brain, and injury. Pain is one of the most common causes of sudden aggression in dogs. Pain may result from an internal injury, arthritis, or lacerations. In some cases, pain can be a symptom of a brain tumor. Other medical conditions that may cause aggressive behavior in your dog include kidney disease, liver disease, and cognitive dysfunction. Some of these illnesses can be treated with medication or environmental modification. Having your vet perform a thorough physical examination of your pet can identify any of these medical conditions. He or she can also rule out other underlying medical issues that could be causing the aggressive behavior. Brain tumors are a common cause of aggressive behaviors in dogs. These tumors can be diagnosed with neurological testing and an MRI. Epilepsy is another condition that can lead to aggressive behavior in dogs. Symptoms of epilepsy include tremors, aggression, vocalization, and confusion. Veterinary behaviorists are the best experts to consult for serious cases. They can rule out underlying medical issues and can help you train your dog to react differently to situations. Aggression is one of the most common problems in referral practices in North America. A change in behavior is often the earliest sign of illness. While some behavior problems can be treated with medication, surgery, or retraining, others can only be treated with behavioral therapy. If your dog exhibits aggressive behavior, it's important to take into account the neurological issues behind the behavior. Aggressive behaviors can be caused by genetic problems, medical disorders, or tumors. Getting the right diagnosis and treatment for your pet can help alleviate the condition. There are a number of conditions that can cause aggressiveness in animals, including inflammatory CNS diseases, brain tumors, and thyroid disorders. These diseases can cause inflammation of the central nervous system and the CSF, which is fluid in the brain and spinal cord. Some of these diseases include meningitis, encephalitis, and myelitis. Inflammatory CNS diseases can be viral or bacterial, but the most common cause is an immune-mediated disorder. They can be diagnosed through specific neurological testing and imaging techniques. An MRI or electroencephalogram may be performed to detect brain tumors. A dog that has an illness may display behavioral changes that include decreased mobility and increased discomfort. Pain can also increase the sensitivity of the canine senses, increasing the risk of aggressive behavior. It's important to note that dogs in pain are unable to defend themselves like healthy animals. This means they may vocalize pain, stare at the wall, or scratch their owners. Several genes have been found to have allelic associations with aggressive behavior. Some of these genes are HTR1D, HTR2C, and DRD1. Genetic variants that affect the function of proteins in the serotonin system are associated with activity impulsivity and novelty-seeking in human subjects. Researchers have uncovered a genetic variant in the dopamine D4 receptor that is correlated with aggressive behavior in animals. Neurological disorders that affect the dog's senses and cognition are a very common cause of aggressive behavior. Some of these issues are easily detected through blood tests and urinalysis. When dogs get overly excited, they can have a number of negative effects. They can bite people and property, and they can even get into fights. If you have a dog that is showing these signs, you should take steps to stop them in their tracks. One of the best ways to keep your pet from getting too excited is to limit their exposure to overstimulating activities. If you're unsure of what is the best way to deal with your dog's excessive energy, consult with a professional. In general, the most common reason for overexcitement is a lack of exercise. However, a lack of socialization may also be a factor. Another reason why your dog is overly excited is if he hasn't been properly trained. Some of the most important aspects of dog training are learning body language, listening to your dog's behavior and rewarding the right behavior. You need to be able to recognize the signs of overexcitement before it becomes a serious problem. The best way to do this is to observe your dog's actions while playing. Look for his eye contact, stance, and the way he displays his enthusiasm. It's best to consult with a veterinary professional if you're concerned about your pet's overexcitement. This is especially true if the symptoms are severe. Symptoms include excessive barking, nipping, or biting. For example, if your dog is constantly barking at you and other dogs while you're out for a walk, you might need to look into getting some professional help. A trainer can teach you how to train your dog to not bark so much. While you're at it, you'll also want to give your pet plenty of exercise. Exercising helps your dog burn off excess energy and reduces the risk of joint diseases. Predatory behavior can be a dangerous and damaging type of aggression. It is an uninhibited, aggressive response to an animal or other object. This is often a silent, unrecognized form of aggression. Some breeds have been bred for predatory behavior. These dogs can be extremely dangerous. They are also difficult to train. If you notice your dog showing this behavior, you should consider taking your pet to a professional for help. There are several triggers that can lead to predatory responses. One common trigger is an injury. Dogs can become aggressive when they feel in pain. When they are injured, they may turn on their owners or other people in the home. Another common trigger is movement. A dog may begin to chase other moving objects or animals. Even falling down can be a trigger. Other triggers include a sudden change in sleep-wake cycles. Infants are sometimes perceived as prey. Predatory behavior can be dangerous for other animals or small children. This is why you should never let your dog off the leash. If your dog is displaying this behavior, it is important to learn how to redirect it. In addition to focusing on the triggers that are causing your dog to become aggressive, it is also important to work on the underlying cause. Aggression can be a result of anxiety or fear. Knowing your dog's limitations can help you avoid confrontation. You can also encourage your dog to remain calm. The most effective way to prevent or stop aggressive behaviors is to learn how to redirect the dog. Developing social skills can also help. Understanding your dog's limitations and taking the time to work on the situation can be the first step to preventing aggression. Redirected aggression is a term that refers to aggressive behavior directed toward a different object. It can include a dog biting a person to break up a fight. This type of aggression is not only common in dogs, but also in cats and monkeys. The good news is that it's easy to understand and stop. Identify the cause of the arousal stimulus, then try to redirect the hyperenergy into some physical action. If it fails, get a professional to help you. A dog that is aggressive towards a person can be a symptom of anxiety, frustration, or possessiveness. Some dogs react violently to strangers and other animals, while others may act aggressively toward children and other household pets. Redirected aggression can be a real problem for dog owners. While it's often mistaken for other types of aggressive behavior, it's important to recognize and address the underlying reasons for it. For a dog to be aggressive to a person, he or she needs to be nervous about the perceived threat. Dogs often become aggressive because they are trying to defend themselves, such as when they feel trapped or are scolded. If your dog exhibits a number of signs, it's best to seek a proper diagnosis. If a health condition is the cause of the arousal, you may need medication. Fortunately, most dogs only need medication for a short time. Using cues and rewards can be an effective way to manage your dog's aggression. However, if you have a fearful dog, you may need to enlist the help of a professional. Understanding the arousal stimulus and redirected aggression can be the key to keeping your dog calm and stress-free. Once you understand the problem, you can avoid the triggers and resolve the situation that brought about the aggressive behavior. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.